Get ready to bring life back to a husk of a town through the power of your super duper magical paintbrush and make friends with said paintings, because making real friends is hard. Hello you beautiful people, I'm Pat Carey from the Republic of Players, and today we are going to be taking a look at the charming Concrete Genie, an action-adventure platformer with puzzle elements here and there. So, without further ado, let's set our canvas and see if Concrete Genie is worth buying or not. Concrete Genie's story starts off with the main protagonist Ash getting bullied by the local kids of Denska, ripping up his sketchbook and shipping him off to the haunted lighthouse, where you discover that your sketches come to life as genies with a super duper magical paintbrush you find. Your first genie, Luna, shows you the darkness that is creeping into Denska, and it's up to you to bring the town and its areas back to life through your paintings while collecting your sketches. The story is very simplistic in many ways, however, I feel that it makes its message all the more effective though. It covers hard topics such as bullying, and presents the idea that these bullies aren't two-dimensional and there's a reason behind why they lash out at others. The idea behind bringing a town back to life through painting is also executed excellently, and I can relate to it. Going around my local town and seeing some incredible artwork is breathtaking, and makes the town feel more energized and full of life. It becomes a talking point that people can discuss and be proud of. You'd be surprised how much of a focal point it becomes during conversation. The gameplay is quite refreshing to have a go at. The idea of painting a town of Denska to bring it back to life is a rather relaxing experience. The game has motion controls which you use to paint with your super duper magical paintbrush. It's more engaging than what I was expecting, and I found myself painting in areas for lengthy periods of time. I'm glad how well the motion controls turned out, and that they didn't feel tacked on. I can still remember the 6-axis segments for a handful of games on PS3 and how utterly painful they could be to do. I was honestly worried about the motion controls. It was awkward to begin with though, but after a short period of time it is something that becomes second nature pretty quickly. It really helped immerse me in the game. With how fascinating the painting is, you'll find yourself looking for all the sketches throughout the world in order to have as many options available to you when creating your works of art. You also paint into life genies that can help you progress to new areas and help out with mild puzzle elements. Though I have to say, I made some horrendous creations, and I can only imagine how they feel.
There we go. Finally complete. Oh, what's wrong?
God, the pen! Why did you make me?
I don't know. I was lonely.
My existence is pain. Kill me now.
I can fix this.
Why does everything hurt so much?
This must be how God feels when he created us.
The genies are interesting creatures. The interactivity that you can achieve with the paintings that come to life is wholeheartedly charming, as you can paint an apple and they will eat it, make a balloon and watch it make them fly. It's amazing to see the reactions of the genies to these paintings, and exploring your option pays off, as you see just how many ways you can play with your works of art. Ash himself has fantastic movement. Everything feels super smooth, from climbing around the town and leaping about with some enjoyable platforming sections. And holy moly is it fun to paint skate with your super duper magical paintbrush! There's just something incredibly satisfying about the skating. It's slick yet refined, and I spent so much time just skating around for no reason. Frankly, it just kept me captivated. Its platforming took me by surprise, with just how much you can explore. It has wonderful areas throughout the game that exemplify just how entertaining it can be. The game has mild puzzle elements with the colour of your genie deciding what they can do. For example, a yellow genie can create electricity to start electrical objects. They aren't mind-bogglingly hard and are rather simple, yet it just mixes the game up enough to keep the game fresh throughout its short campaign. Graphically, this game is just a wonder to behold. The artwork you can create is absolutely breathtaking to witness. The luminous light it gives off is just so inviting to the eyes. Apart from the painting, the game looks fantastic. There seems to be a stop-motion-like effect on facial features, which I found rather intriguing, but the game has a style that belongs to itself. There's something about its visuals that create a unique sense of atmosphere that I just can't put my fingers on, though it is tantalizing. I was simply drawn in immediately to the game through its visual aesthetic. The music is another feature that is a standout for Concrete Genie. Just pure brilliant. Sam Marshall, the composer, did a stellar job. The music adds to the world and the immersion. It's just so good. It adds to the experience tenfold. Truly wonderful music that is even worth a listen to outside the game itself. Overall, Concrete Genie is a phenomenal game. Its simplistic story works wonders and conveys its messages excellently. The gameplay is engaging and is super addictive to jump into and explore through its painting with your super duper magic paintbrush. But the movement of Ash for platforming is just as good. The game has inviting visuals and the music is utterly incredible. The game is easily one of the best to come out in 2019 and is a game I would recommend anyone to play. While it is short, if you click with this game, you'll be sticking around to paint to your heart's content. Pixel Opus have created a blinder of a game, and I'm ever so excited to see what their beautiful minds come up with next. Concrete Genie gets a recommendation of must buy. Be sure to like, subscribe and all that other stuff, and if you want to follow us on social media, you'll find the links in the thingy below. I've been Pat Kearley from the Republic of Players, and until next time, have a good one.